Watford. Guys, have you guys saw in the last episode we won 1-0 it's on at Southampton, and after that we drew 0-0 away to Leicester. But guys, we've got Crystal Palace at the Vicarage Road on Saturday. Today it's December the 7th. The season's getting really closer to the transfer window that we hopefully will bring in a couple of signings to improve the team that'll go an invincible run. Since the opening 5 league games when we didn't have a single win and we got 5 defeats, we have not lost a single game. So we're ready to take on Crystal Palace. So Hughes will be on the bench today as young midfielder Dale Brazil will start for the first time this season. Hughes can't believe it, but Aouar is on the bench after coming back from suspension. If you've ever watching, please subscribe if you're new around here. Also, Cabasolo will start in the game today with Samori over Kakaf, and that's the 2 changes that are going to roll in for the game against Crystal Palace. At the front, the young winger remains up front with Troy Deeney after he did an impressive performance at Leicester. But here we go against Crystal Palace, looking excitable to get onto it. It's the 7th of December. The season's still going on and on with Watford. Who's ever watching, no, please subscribe if you're new around here. But here we go, a bit of training to go with Capsule on his return to the team. But Crystal Palace at Vicarage Road, as we're going really into the Christmas period. Here we go, all against Crystal Palace at the Vicarage Road. It's all at home. The home supporters are very proud. The stadium is also very happy with Watford, as we know relegation troubles are probably not over yet, but are well probably going to be confirmed if this formula goes into the new year. We're ready to take on Crystal Palace at Vicarage Road, though. Since the first meeting between the sides this season, Crystal Palace are, I think, in the bottom 3 still. We were there at some point, but we have done a great escape in recent months and weeks. We've been unbeaten since the beginning of October or the end of September at this rate. So guys, my Watford team have been unbeaten since the end of September. We've not lost since the end of September, but we're very inconventional. So Caruso returns in suspension. Aouar's on the bench after returning, so Tom Dale comes in. And Troy Deeney leaves with the young man up front. With the young midfielder Dale starts in the Premier League today. Returning on the bench is Aouar from suspension. And it's incredible how the team have got motivation in them to take on a Crystal Palace side. We're therefore ready. Stars wearing warm gloves to keep his hands nice and warm. Here is the Crystal Palace starting like now. Greitra starts and goal. A back 4 for Palace of Ward, Dan, Cahill and Van Aanholt. A midfield 5 of Robertson, Teroi, Lugren, McGlennon and Zaha. Up front for Palace as Tosalu. Their bench pretty good. Christian Benteke has not even made it to the team for them. Vicarage Road, we're unbeaten. We've not lost a single game since the middle of September, and we're now heading into the middle part of December. Let's go. Dale. Kiko. Up to Dale. He's got some pace already on him. Making his full team debut in the starting 11. Here's that youngster. And he gets the effort. Knocked over the bar. The youngster did well in that 0-0 draw at Leicester on Tuesday night. It's impressive to get the performance. He's back on the way. Our fans are delighted they've got season tickets now because they know the team have really improved since the end of September. Not lost a single game since the end of September, Watford. It's a lot of draws, it's the problem with their points. Massa, the fail. Onto the Cody. Here's Gerard there, fail for the young man. Deeney, back to the young winger, and he hits it. It's going in, surely. A great roll off by Shaw, the youngster has had an impact of the bench tons this season. We're back in action. Kiko keeps that well in. Deeney left it. Oh! And Greater makes the save as the Palace goalkeeper. Timothy was brilliant at Leicester, and that also he was brilliant in that 1-0 win at Southampton. That was an absolute massive result. Well done, Dale. Well done, Boxer. And a corner kick. The youngsters come off the bench 4 times and starting today, making his debut. Hours on the bench since the return. That's still a penalty. Come off Dan though. DeFeo whips one in towards the back post. Now it's Sarr. Oh, what a touch that would have been. Palace really are trying to survive. Troy Deeney will take in the throw, the Watford captain. Sarr. Back to Troy Deeney. Headed away by Cahill. Dale. Adama. Oh, here we go, Adam Massa. Massa has 1 goal this season from a free kick to come off the bar, and then he got the rebound. Very incredible. The bench is warming up, getting ready to come on a little later at Vicarage Road. Newcastle are cruising against Southampton. Here come Watford though. We need to really punish Palace. They've been absolutely awful so far. The field playing out of the wing today. Our side is really demented about the opposition. I'm really getting into the game. Got Manchester United on the 21st, Vicarage Old Trafford though, so be away from here from Vicarage Road. The fans have had enough. The fans are really enjoying their afternoon so far. And there is great disturbing all these efforts. Solid effort, quick ball in for Gerard Fails, but to see how the team is working harder since the end of September. Oh, great draw. So Gerard Fails with the other corner. Headed away by Palace, but the youngster. Tomori, you should have done better. Tomori has been brought defensively, like 2 clean sheets in a row going into this. Another draws at Leicester, and before that a 1-0 win with 9 men at Southampton. Back at home at Vicarage Road though, Ben Foster. Come on. Here come Palace. For their first opportunity of the game, they get it on target, but it's saved well down low by Ben Foster, who has already given it away, and the throw was put out. The field. Now Massa. And he's beaten Ward by a long shot there. Ward has absolutely no chance against Massa. Kiko. What a ball! Troy Deeney! Saved! An incredible Palace are keeping us out still. Somehow they've had a great afternoon saving efforts. DeVille. Run from the winger. The winger knows his calm and confidence as he's got a brilliant second half performance to outperform the Palace. So good to see him back in the starting 11 and really good to be playing football again for being out for suspension. So was Arwar, but Arwar's back and is on the bench. Lucky from the Dale guy. Kiko could do something. Lovely. Ben Foster. Well done, Sarr. So it's just about half time. There's a minute, so just about to run out. Oh Jesus! And Kiko getting away. Zaha blocked. Saved. And Palace, thank God they didn't score. It's Watford 0, Palace not the break. Palace are looking dangerous in the second part of the first 45. It's time for the second 45 minutes, second half. Second half here, it's really impressive from Watford's foot of form since the end of September though. The boys have really focused. But one by Dale. Gerard Dale fail. It's foul, but play on, says the referee. Here's Kiko, all the way running up from right back. Deeney into the young wing. Oh, there's Gerard Dale! Right turn goal! And Gerard Dale scores once more. Palace have been awful. And a great assist from Joseph Fargo and the wee youngster making another start up front. Gerard Dale with a 6-point Premier League goal, 6 in 9 matches. Watford, no one of their Premier League runners looking like it's going to continue against Crystal Palace. An absolute incredible result will be nice today. We are trying to put teams under pressure. Next up for my Watford team, we've got a big game. We're at top of the table, Premier League champions in the life at the moment. Liverpool, that will be a hard task, but I think the boys can do it and remain unbeaten from that one. Already beaten Wolves this season, so he go out to Sarr. Look for Troy Deeney in the middle. Newcastle are cruising against Southampton. That's so incredible, that results. Newcastle are doing well about us. Massa. Phil, get there. Here's to Cody. Well, what a pass from Cody. Sarr into the box. Deeney. Oh, really one up, but it's really high. The boys are playing football. Not alike. We're going to bring off to Cody shortly. Arwell will come on his return to the team. Deeney will be replaced by Watkins. There's the subs for us will come on shortly. We've been very good throughout this game, battling our way through Crystal Palace. We know how to keep an eye on them. Out wide, but Massa for Gerrard fail. This is counter-attacking, great football from Watford. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is absolute beautiful football. An absolute incredible football. The football has never been like this in Watford history. It's absolutely great. The great escape is still on. Palace have absolutely no chance at this rate of avoiding survival. It's the problem. We have lots of already key players fitting in our squad depth and how much we develop into players over the weekend. But we know it's players we've got to focus on until January. Hold on by Tamori, he's been a brilliant defender since that Southampton trip. On from Ben Foster and then he loses it. Ben Foster, I think, didn't get the final touch on that. Jesus, Palace. This looks dangerous. Tamori gets it away for Dakota. Sarr! What a some skill move! And Sarr continues his run. Sarr! Oh, burning down on the Palace net! Sarr! And Palace said that Sarr got the touch. Yes, he did. Our double substitution comes on. Watford fans very playing. Our honest return to the first team. Runs on and running on in powerful confidence. Our delightful will be back from suspension today on Christmas period time. It's not over for Palace though. Kiko. Sarr. He's been a brilliant right winger all day. Sarr, oh my god, he's touched past one. Can he get past Van Aanholt? He does. He's past another. He's past another. Joseph! No! And the youngster. The youngster thought he was scored a second goal for the club. And our last substitution we are going to bring on now. We're going to bring off the youngster and put Gerrard up front. I'll bring on Redmond for the youngster. The youngster has really been an impact since coming back in. It's very, very good. But Nathan Redmond, we're going to bring him off the bench. DeFeo into the box from the striker. The striker whips in it dangerously, headed away. But we've got it still. Here's Redmond. Redmond! And Redmond was just off the bench. Can't believe how Nathan Redmond is really opportunity in Watford goal. We take it shot. Who is there to get it? Nobody. Gerrard Fairfield man of the match from him this afternoon. That's in my opinion, Sarr, I think should get it. What wrong? And the full-time whistle is blown. Another 1-0 win for Watford, and we've done it. We've beaten Crystal Palace. We're very happy. John had to fail with the only goal, and he was the man of the match performer. A very good fight from the whole team, as the team deserved that win against Crystal Palace. Liverpool won 4-0 to the Watford opponent. But another win over Crystal Palace.
For a second about the match.
The pressure is tough. We're not unbeaten, we've just got good results lately. Time to focus on the next match.
Thanks, well played. That's all the questions.
So heading into my dressing room saying well done for getting a win this time. Guys, we're now in the top half of the table. After that win, we are now 9th on 23 points. We could catch up with Chelsea if results still go our way in the next couple of weeks. We've got Liverpool away on Saturday at Anfield. That will be pretty tricky to break them down, but I think we can get a couple of shots though. So after this, we have got a Carabao Cup semi-final, quarter-final against Blackburn Rovers to play after this Liverpool trip. A couple of changes I'm going to make today. Guys, we're going to put Hugo on the bench today as DeFeo remain up front, while out wide. Going to give Ollie Watkins the opportunity to see what he can do. Also, Alwar will be welcomed back into the 11. Dawson has travelled with us to Anfield, but he's not starting though. Well, it's going to be tricky against Liverpool, but I think we can get something, hopefully, here to win, hopefully, maybe at Anfield. It's a trip to Anfield. It will be really tricky. 11 days in the game to Christmas. After this game, guys, we've got Blackburn Rovers in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup, and then when we get through the semi-final, we've got 2 legs. There's 2 legs in the semi-finals, and then the final. I really want to get a Carabao Cup final, but in the Carabao Cup quarter-final after this game against Liverpool in the league. Oh Jesus, we've got Alan. Jesus, he's dangerous for a midfielder. Good ball across. Oh, yeah, beauty. Here we go, up, down in Anfield in Liverpool, Merseyside. We're hoping for a very good win today. But we're still unbeaten since the end of September after a win last time out. Look at that, the ball has been collected and it's ready to see a Watford team get on today. The travelling support from Watford will travel into very happiness. Will we get on in this game? That is the moment we are all waiting for. Watford are hoping for a good result here today in the Barclays Premier League. Jesus, Firmino doing well, 10 goals in 16 games. It's going to be dangerous against Liverpool. I see some of their strong players are in. Liverpool starting 11, Alisson in goal, a back 4 of Trent, Lovren, De Gea and Robbo, no Van Dijk, Allen, Firmino and Ronaldo in midfield, and Salah, Firmino, Mane, strong front 3, who's on the bench. Van Dijk and Henderson have not even made it. What are they on? They might have been sold. If they have, I'm not very happy. So I'm a Liverpool fan, but I'm just taking a management career with Watford, as I'm excited. So guys, I made one change from the narrow 1-0 win over Crystal Palace last time out. DeFeo will go. Craig Dawson's on the bench this afternoon. Since we've not involved him. Alwar is back in. Watkins is out wide. DeFeo is up front with Troy Deeney. DeFeo scored the only goal last time out. DeFeo has scored 6 goals in his last 9 games. The flags are flying high, Liverpool, top of the league already in the career mode. But come on, Watford, let's show what we can do. Here come Watford early on. Massa's on Salah today. Massa, that's that alley. Massa, let's stay on him. That's what I want to see. Massa got the block. And an early 4-minute corner to the champions already. I think Liverpool and Wolves are battling it away, headed away by us. Watkins, still going. Ollie Watkins. And Liverpool have the best home record with a draw and 7 wins. They're actually incredible, unbeaten at home in the league. Saved by Ben Foster, rebound, it's in by Allen, Ben Foster, concedes for the first time in 3 games. Really frustrating how Ben Foster's conceded, but Firmino makes it 1-0 for Liverpool. Watford, I know we're not going to get a result here today with the football that we're playing at the moment. I think we have a chance, but let's go Watford, come on. Here's Saw. Troy Deeney. Dinya gets it away, Robbo. Beaten by Saw, but through to Liverpool. Liverpool 1 up already against my Watford team. I don't see Watford getting a result here. Because Liverpool is a big trip to go to, especially when they're in good form. And they've got the entire league season unbeaten so far. Takode gets that away. Awa, he's got to break on it. Come on, Watkins, unlucky. But Gerard Defoe's in behind. Gerard Defoe, Roberts on it, but play on! And what a save by Alisson to deny Gerard Defoe. Watkins is claiming corner. But I can't believe how Gerard Defoe was in behind and trying to beat Alisson, but it was saved. Jojo to Dakota. And here's Watkins. He beats Lovren. Does Gerard Defoe, and he beats Salah too. Dakota. Oh! Awa. Back in the starting lineup this afternoon at Anfield. No booking from the referee. Awa is really complaining, but Watford, to tell the truth, I think Gerard Defoe is the playmaker of their season so far. There's Allen. He pushed forward, he's past one. That's to Cody, but can he beat Awa? He does beat Awa. Oh, comes so unlucky. And now here's Genie Manalem. Saved by Ben Foster. By God, he saved that, as our team really are restricted out of the back four. Deeney. What a pass! Troy Deeney! Gerard Defoe, and then onside! He does! And he scores! Gerard Defoe scores at Anfield! And we're 1-0! Come on, Watford! Defoe scored last week and scored yet another permanent goal! His 7th of the league season, 7 in 10 games for Gerard Defoe. And Defoe, good assist from captain Troy Deeney, as Deeney believes in a captain's role for him and our team for Watford. Very done, Watford, as we're on the attack again. Here we go. No, we've given it away this time. Jesus, Firmino's on. Firmino, please. Yes, he's giving it away. Come on, Watford, on the attack. There we go. Saw make a run past Robbo. Oh, no, he didn't. It's still Liverpool 1, Watford 1. Watford are now level for Gerard Defoe with an equaliser on 29 first half minutes. That's so pretty crucial that Watford get a result. Walked and cleared well by Watford. Whoa, Lovren! We're on the Gerard Defoe, free kick is awarded, and here we go, we're on the break of doing it. Massa, Kasub, Kiko's up there, Dawson's on the bench, Chelsea losing to Bournemouth, another level, Jesus, we're trying to catch up with Chelsea though. They were surprised that we were drawing at Anfield. Well on, saved by Ben Foster, trying to hold on this time. Cordy gets it back from Saar. There's Deeney, Defoe, back to Troy Deeney, Gerard Defoe in behind again. It's Gerard Defoe. Someone, come on! Saved by Alisson. And it was going into half time. It would be Liverpool 1, Watford 2. Watford, great attack. Gerard Defoe and Troy Deeney. Saw, unlucky with a strike. Watford ready to be holding on. At Anfield's holding off. We've not. Our travelling support are really enjoying themselves at time. And I feel it's Liverpool 1, Watford 1, but it should be 2-1 to Watford. An incredible first half performance. As it's an incredible high march we fight for Watford. They are an impressive team. So, this is Robertson. Well done. Kiko. Stay in the back four. We need all the boys in from the back four to remain in the back. To Cody. Dini. No free kick. No even a yellow card. For the fail there. Didn't look like it should have been one. Here's Kiko. Well done. Here's Watkins. Lost by Ollie Watkins. Stoke. Well, Liverpool are playing Stoke in the Carabao Cup in midweek. We get Liverpool in the semi-finals. It will be tricky as well. It'll be over 2 legs, so one will be here and then one will be Vickers Road all ground, but it's still on one in the back west Premier League side. But we'll look at it. We know how Liverpool weakness. Liverpool had to come. Liverpool. Saved well by Ben Foster. Who knows? Allen's pretty weak at shooting, but Ben Foster, brilliant save, he claps his hands. Here come on, the fans are cheering us on. Far away. Ollie Watkins. Gerard Fail, great turn there onto Watkins. Dini. Look for Sarr, but Kiko's there. Sarr's in the middle. Sarr! Gets around Watford! No! So close to a glorious opportunity. Great pass to Sarr from Kiko, who continued his run.
Coming onto the pitch, number 19.
It's for Phil to take in the corner, knocked away and held by Alisson. Well done. Our substitution, the first one's going to come on shortly. We're going to bring on Kakaf because he's pretty still actually in defence. I'm also going to bring up Watkins and bring on Andre Gray to give us a little bit of support, but really dominating Liverpool in this second half. In the second half, I don't think Liverpool have even looked dangerous. Looking for Massa. Out wide. Comes in, watch what you're doing, okay. And just a yellow card, but he's just going to be subbed off anyway. He's a very big, strong centre back. He was frustrates me sometimes. He was really put on the opening day of the season for us, and that 2-0 defeat to Brighton. Saved well by Ben Foster. We go, Jurgen Klopp strikers. Ben Foster done this run. It kept them in knots for Watford. A good ball in, but headed away. Terrible headed away. Thiago. Beaten well by Ivor. Come on, Watford. This is Brent Sarr's all alone. Who's on him? It's Nelson Tomato, I think. Yes, it is. Jesus, look at Sarr. He continues his run. He's powerful past Tomato. Great ball in. Oh, no! Oh, Andre Gray. Coming in at the far post. They should have put a goal and in. That would have been a banging counter-attack done by Watford. To fail. Alisson punches it away. Gray's running as fast as they can to be Nelson Tomato. He's put him under a bit of pressure. Liverpool are sleeping a little bit today. I don't know what's going on with them, but we've got Blackburn Rovers. We know we've got that game to play in the Carabao Cup in midweek. Come on, boys. This is dangerous from Liverpool. But we are the team that's just won the ball. Kakaf. Chaladale fail to try Dini. And Dini loses it. Cookie's just made it 2-0. 2-2 for Norwich at Leicester. Ducourty. Well blocked by Ducourty. Gray. Back to Ducourty. Now Gray again. Gray is beyond Trent. He doesn't know how to keep up with him, Trent. Trent snaps are terrible here. Gray. All the Liverpool defence. What's happening? Gray! And his brilliant to rubber performance. Jello Fail to the corner. Shot this one. Sarr. Someone steadied himself. Kakaf. To Phil. Henderson. Watford penalty then on. Kick off onto the field, and the field's been brought down. No penalty, yellow card, but it's a penalty to Watford to have a chance to win at Anfield. Because our sub is going to come on. Going to bring on the youngster for Dini, and Gray will lead the attack. But we have a late penalty to win the game at Anfield, hopefully. Anfield is really holding their breath. Our fans are holding their breath in the travelling end. Gerard Defoe, I'm not going to give it to him. I am going to give it to the playmaker of this game, Sarr. Against Alisson. It's Sarr. No, he's missed it! And Sarr misses the penalty! So close to winning it. Sarr has missed a penalty. Oh no, we're on the attack again. We are. Kiko. Jaconi. Gerard Defoe. No, he's missed it up. That's well off target, well over. Time is not over. 3 minutes of added on time. The youngster, Gerard Defoe, took his time. He's done it! He's done it! Watford! Watford win at Anfield! We've done it! We've ended Liverpool's home record! Terrible from Liverpool second half! Yes! Gerard Defoe in the 90th minute with the winner! Come on, Watford! And a massive win at Liverpool! We've done it, very nice! What a comeback from Watford! Absolute terrific performance this close to Christmas! Yes!
Time to just a few questions.
An impressive performance from Gerard Defoe. We're just going to beat and run. Sometimes you need a bit of luck.
No further questions, thanks.
I'm heading into the dressing room, very happy with my Watford boys for winning 2-1 at Anfield. Oh my god, and we missed a penalty as well, sadly. But in the Premier League, as sadly was going into this cup game, we are 10th. We're in the top half just by a point, but the record continues. Liverpool have lost now. Very good, and we did Wolves a favour, but that is very good from Watford to win 2-1 at Anfield. We've got Manchester United home next, so but before that we've got Blackburn Rovers in the Carabao Cup quarter-final on Tuesday night, as we're very happy with that win at Anfield. Going into this one, I'm looking really excited for this game tonight. So it looks like I'm going to be playing a 4-5-1 flat formation. Going to give it to Phil to start up front, since he is really capable of it. Redmond will also start. Dini will be rolled out for Hughes. He's the captain this evening. I'm going to give it to Gerard Defoe, who's happy he's up front. For Dini on the bench, since he's absolutely shattered following his performance that was incredibly good at Anfield. Anfield is a really big game to go to as well. Gerard Defoe makes the team for the Blackburn Rovers Cup game, since he's up front and is the captain for Watford against Blackburn Rovers in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup tonight. Place in the semi-finals is at stake tonight for all the games, including Liverpool, Stoke, Manchester Derby. As it's really hard, we will really get into this quarter-finals draw. We're ready to get into this quarter-final. Guys, So guys, we'll just save up, but guys, we're going to be keeping in the screen, don't worry. So guys, thank you guys, we'll see